Hey guys, it's Saga back with another video. Before we start, as always, like and subscribe. We got 2K views on our last video. I appreciate that so much. I am grateful for that. Thank you guys. And you know what I would like even more? More of y'all subscribing. But let me stop. Today we're gonna be talking about why the CC Naruto game might officially be doomed. Now I've been making a lot of videos about this game. I mean, hey, views are views. But let's actually let me stop playing around. Let's get started. The first thing we're gonna talk about is the mod team. There's a stage going on actually right now. They're debating if the Tsuchikage should get wiped because of something that happened. I guarantee I'm not joining that fucking stage because I guarantee you guys that it's gonna go on like this. Let me tell you what's gonna happen. Yeah, the specs were too OP. We haven't suggested balancing this yet. I don't know why. We had like 50 problems in the past with these specs being OP. But yeah, we're gonna do better as a mod team. I'm gonna be like getting more mods because some mods be biased. The Tsuchikage wipe. I mean, shoot, what do you guys think? And the Osatsuki running around with Uzumaki chains and stuff like that with EMS. Is it balanced? What we think in chat? I can't. They run around in circles like cattle, bro. I swear they've been like, this has happened like 5 different times with stuff where they like run around talking about stuff like, oh, like we had a situation yesterday where the Mizukage got cooped and apparently they saw it wasn't valid. Well, like they were talking like stuff like, is it valid or something like that, because the Mizukage technically wasn't what's it called, he wasn't a Kage. He got basically, the Mizukage got friend grouped into Kage, did not earn it. I'm pretty sure he paid like a loser to get it. That's so whack to me. Anyways, he paid like a loser to get it, and then he got cooped before he was even in game set his specs. And it's like this, buddy, how can you complain about your shit like they're cooping you before you even get set when you bought your Kage spot? Like,
what?
that spot, like that's lame to me. Anyways, we're going off topic. Let's go back to the mod team and like the situation. Like stuff like this happens because they're not organized. And like back to the Mizukage coop. It ended up not being valid. He ended up wiping, but it ended up not being valid because someone had stuff they weren't supposed to have, because the mod team just be setting niggas out of the blue. They just set people. They don't tell anybody else. They don't know how the game works because they have no game knowledge, and they're cooked. I'm sorry, the mod team, all of y'all suck. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not every single one of y'all, but a majority of you guys do not know what you're doing. You have not touched the game in your life, so you just proceed to give. You guys, like, they need someone. I swear to you, I could make a ticket be like this. My Sharingan hasn't awakened, and I have 25 grips. I can just lie, say I have 25 grips. It'll be like this. Shoot. Yeah, I guess someone go set him his Sharingan. They haven't played the game, so they don't know any knowledge. The mod team, I want you guys to understand, you all suck. Like a majority of you guys suck. I'm gonna keep it up buck with y'all. I'm not being biased. A majority of you guys suck. Click. You're trying to help the game. You still don't know about the game. You don't have any game knowledge. So you just, like, when I saw the stage, I realized like these niggas must have not touched the game in their life. They'll blame it on rules if something happens. The rules, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna give them this. The rules aren't crazy good, but it's like the rules aren't even like that bad. I'm not gonna lie with y'all. Like, if they actually just focused and listened and read the rules, they would understand that it's not the rules, it's simply the staff team who just, this is what happens, right? There's a rule book, right? I'll show you guys. I'll put it up on screen right now. But anyways, this is the Wagarashi rule book, right? They'll be like this. We had like, we're going back. I keep on going back to the Mizukage coop, but apparently, one of the mods, well, actually he got demoted or something or left because he does not know how to be a mod. But his name was Shikai, right? No, I'm not hating on you. I'm just stating as what it is. He went and said this. Oh, Mason, which is the Mizukage, you can just rogue the coop leader if he tries cooping you again, and he won't be able to coop you. And now he wasn't on to anything really. This is what he got, right? If we look at this rule number 4, I put it on the screen right now. It says Kages are free to rogue people they have a fair reason to believe are planning a coup. Now he technically might be a little right. It still doesn't say it ends a coup, but maybe they could just bend the rules a little and say, okay, that would end the coup. But if you go to rule number 2, it says 10 minimum members are required to begin a coup. They must be members of the village or rogues who were previously members of the village. He doesn't read the rules, so he wasn't able to point that out. Like, that guy was server manager, which is almost one of the highest prims on the server. You see what I'm saying? The game is probably cooked. Enough of the mod team. Let's move on to specs and balancing. Specs, this game's cooked. This game's literally a spec battleground. Honestly, if you hopped on it, I don't even think you would be able to tell the difference from Shinden in this game. People running around with specs is crazy. Sound has I don't know why they thought this was a good idea, but Otsutsuki's being in game. We haven't even gotten, Sound is not over, and there's Otsutsuki's in the game. These kids, there's Kurama marks, Otsutsuki's, Tensigan. Bro, we literally haven't had like a sentence of what do you got? You guys might think I'm capping, but I'm not. I'm dead ass, and I'm not lying with you. We have had like not one lore. The team, well, this one guy on the team keeps on claiming that the Kages need to do something in order for lore to form a GSA against Sound, and it's like, bro, first of all, I haven't even seen Sound in game, right? I like, maybe I'm just tripping on this, but I haven't seen them in game. This is the thing, GSA against Sound. Now, it's not a bad idea, right? But the fact that you're like hoping that they will form a GSA, like you're making lore this dependent on Kages forming a GSA, is already doomed. Your lore should be able to go on without niggas need to meet. Like, side lore is the only lore that I feel like should even be kind of dependent on the player base. Main lore should be like, you guys set that in place, you guys do that, you know what I mean? But this is really, let me put up, we're gonna be talking about lore also in this section. I'm gonna like mix these two together because we're running out of time. The specs, there's people running around with EMS, MS already, and we haven't even gotten one gen event. Like, are we dead ass, bro? These niggas just like, they're actually cooked. I can't, bro. Like, oh my god, I don't know. They haven't started lore. I want you guys to understand, the whole lore team, y'all are trash. Y'all are trash. I'm sorry, but if there hasn't been a sentence of lore in the game release for like 2 to 3 weeks, hey, what's going on? There's no excuse really. They just suck. Specs, I'm gonna finish this off right here. Specs and lore, there's no way a nigga should have EMS, and we haven't even gotten, like, Sound Arc is still going on. Like, what are we talking about? I don't know either. Bro, hey, let me stop. Let me talk about the next section. What needs to change? I'm gonna give my opinion on what needs to change. First thing, there needs to be a data wave. Honestly, they might be saying that we can't do this, it's not on our power. Skelly left you guys up to like manage the game. All he does is dev and stuff like that. You guys make up the rules. You guys could say Otsutsuki's aren't supposed to be out right now and can come later, and you can discuss this with Skelly, and he'll probably agree. But you guys, I'm betting you guys don't do that. They just don't know, like, these server managers, bro. They don't know how to manage a game. Anyways, let me start rambling. The data wave needs to happen. The people will start complaining about, oh, I earned this. Honestly, this is what you can do. When you data wave, at least people can keep, if people show proof of their prestige, they can keep the prestige at least. Because ranking up is not that hard. They can keep the prestige at least. Makes sense, you know? That's something that should happen. If they show proof of having the prestige, they can keep that. Or, like, you know, just don't completely data wave, keep prestiges and claims. If people are complaining after that, oh, I have these specs, bro, you gotta decide what's better for the game. These niggas being unfair when probably most of them guys set this shit because you guys don't know how to manage in the first place. They get their specs removed, or you doom the game so a couple of people can run around and spec battleground. What's it called? Data wave needs to happen. Second thing, there needs to be EMS and MS cap. These guys, like, first of all, there needs to be EMS, MS cap, Otsutsuki cap. There needs to be a cap on these specs. Kurama mark, there needs to be a cap, right? Now, you guys might be saying, what? There's like 400 players, and, you know, it's not fair if there's a cap, because how are we going to manage that? Prague is coming out for clans. Skelly is going to do updates for Prague to come out for clans. Not every nigga is supposed to be running around in specs, right? And you can still get stuff. You can still get village weapons, which lore team, this is another thing. People are forgetting that shit like this exists. There are village weapons that are supposed to be in game, but lore team had to introduce them because they just don't, I swear they don't do anything, bro. I can't defend them because I haven't seen them do a goddamn shit. Like a goddamn thing, I mean. That needs to, like, first of all, there needs to be a cap on specs, these specs that are happening. Because there's an Otsutsuki in Sound. Are we dead ass? Like, what are we doing here, bro? That shit needs to happen. Third thing, honestly, Fuck, I don't know. The third thing, I think I was gonna say something, but the video's about to end. Like, we need to wrap this up. The third thing that needs to happen is that I know I may be glazing this nigga. Hey, why the fuck is Red still Kage? Like, he's considered Hokage. He has a Tem Kage. Take Red off Kage. Restore the Sutra Kage. Cause the bullshit that happened with him, I'm not gonna really go into this, but basically, like, did a guy who had Ren a Sharingan, and we're still in Sound Dark, bro. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? And I'm not saying, like, this is why shit needs to have a cap. And apparently this guy who has Ren a Sharingan, I don't know if this is allowed or not, but apparently he progressed his eyes that he had. He progressed them. When could a nigga progress eyes in Naruto? Like, I'm not saying you gotta be lore accurate, but please, come on. Y'all are server manager, talk to Skelly, get that worked out and fix it up. I'm gonna end this video off here because honestly, if I keep on going, there's so much stuff wrong with the game that if I keep on going, this video could be like an hour long if me just straight yapping. Y'all need to change, and I swear to God, that stage is probably still going in. It's cooked. It's Wagarashi. Like, the video title was why this game might be cooked or something like this. If this shit doesn't be implemented, if a data wipe doesn't happen, I'm gonna guess the game's gonna last a good couple 4 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, because the mods, you know, hey, players over quality is probably what matters to them. That's all I got to say. Like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all guys later.